Hello, I'm finishing up my 7-part series of 7 business strategies, questions that were asked to a networking group that I co-led a couple months ago. And the last question was, how heavily do you rely on intuition in your business? Now, intuition is something that total companies are based on. I know people that all they do is coach others on tapping into their intuitive soul or the intuitive stream that runs through them. And I don't want to repeat any answers that I have already either shared in my own blog or on other videos that I've done, but it was interesting. The room full of people that were in attendance at this networking meeting were all women, and everybody talked about how women's intuition is something that they experience daily, some people, and that they rely on very heavily in their business. And what I thought of when I was getting ready to make this video is the very first kind of intuitive feeling that I had as a woman was when I became a mom. And mother's intuition is extremely strong, especially when you have little kids and you might have a feeling in the middle of the night, I need to go check on my baby because, I think I heard something. And sometimes you're right that, maybe their blanket fell out of the crib or whatever. And other times it's just that mom thing that you want to check on them and make sure they're okay. But I tap into mother's intuition a lot now that my kids are teenagers. Most recently with my older one, who is now driving and going with kids places, and if I don't know those kids and she's getting in a car with them, my intuition tells me that's not a good thing for her to be doing, and we argue about that a lot. But if you carry that over into my business and into intuition and intuitive feelings, I always listen to my intuition. Sometimes it will pop up all of a sudden and it'll be like a light bulb going off, going, oh my God, why didn't I think of that before? And I act on it. And other times it's just this low level kind of nagging feeling that I have, and it might take me a couple weeks to make a decision based on that little nagging feeling, but that is also intuition. And I fully believe that if I don't act on it and listen to that little voice, that probably something's going to go wrong, because there are times when I have not listened to it early on in my career and things did not go as well as they should have. So whatever you're going to call it, women's intuition, mother's intuition, the entire room of ladies that we were hosting that day, everybody, when it was their turn to get up and talk about intuition, everybody truly felt that intuition, when you're running a business, is something, is a tool that people need to use and apply, because it usually ends up going pretty well if you do. So this kind of concludes our series. It was just a fun networking group that I was a part of, and we wanted to have a little interaction with the group. So my question to you would be, when you network, is there any interactive activity going on other than everybody getting up and introducing themselves? Have you ever thought about doing some kind of sharing or a business exercise that everybody can participate in that is a little bit off the beaten path from the regular structure of a networking meeting? So if you're not in a structured networking meeting like BNI or LaTip or whatever, and you do have the opportunity to be creative, would you ever consider giving each person a question that they have to answer or think about to share with the other members so everybody would benefit? Share your comments here. Would love to hear them, and thank you so much.